Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Juice Baseball channel, and welcome back to an episode of the San Diego Padres rebuild here on MLB The Show 24. In the last episode, we started another season of San Diego Padre baseball. If we go over to the GM goals, we made the playoffs for the first time in the rebuild. 90-win season, making it to the NLCS, and unfortunately losing in that series. So we have an off season, and we come back better than ever and better than Ezra. With this pitch rotation, with this bullpen. In the last episode, we made the trade for Mason Miller, the man who throws 103 104, 105, 106, whatever this man throws, it's straight fire. Literal fire. So we traded for him. He's now in our bullpen, along with Devin Williams and Emmanuel Clase. Clay Holmes, Matt Strom, Yuki Matsui, Michael Kopech alongside him in the bullpen. The pitch rotation is good. Reed Detmers is actually starting to turn it around a little bit, so I'm happy. Brian Bellows just playing pretty well. Castillo's playing pretty well. Bieber and McClanahan are also playing pretty darn well. As far as the lineup goes, Lane Thomas hitting pretty solid, 311. Then you got Fernando Tatis, who's always going to be a stud. Vladimir Guerrero Jr.'s got 28 home runs in July, which is amazing. Love to see that. Nolan Gorman's kind of cooled off a little bit. We know Nolan Gorman as basically our main power through the first year and a half he's been here. But now he's kind of cooled off. Maybe that's because he's hitting in between Wyatt Langford and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. I don't know. Maybe we have to switch that. We'll have to see. You know what? I might do that right now. Let's switch Vladdy to number 4, the cleanup spot. Gorman will hit 3rd. So maybe that will adjust his stats a little bit better. We'll do that for this one too. Then we've got Wyatt Langford, who's our DH and who is kind of weird in terms of he's good, but he's cold right now. I don't know. The youngster, Ethan Salas, is cold, but I believe in him. He's just kind of struggling. He is only 19 years old at the end of the day. Christian Walker, why is he playing left field? Oh, my God. This is... Okay, what happened? Did somebody get injured? I think somebody got injured, right? No. Mason Wynn's hurt, but that's not... Wait, why is... What happened to my lineup? Who was my starting left fielder originally? My starting left fielder originally is it not Wyatt Langford? It's definitely not Christian Walker. That's for sure. So we'll switch that right away. My God, I'm glad I saw that. Hopefully he didn't play too many games in left field. I don't know when they changed that. But we do not need a 37-speed old man in left field. And then we've got Jeremy Pena. I like the team. I think we could improve maybe at left field, like I was mentioning with Wyatt Langford. Christian Yelich is here. But there's no good left fielders on the trade block. I mean, we could make our own trade, I guess. I'm not opposed to doing that, but I don't want to give up too much. I don't want to go too crazy at the left field spot because we do have left. Oh, wait. Oh, Lane Thomas is playing center field. Why is he playing center field? Who should be playing center field? What is going on with my lineup? Oh, Jackson Merrill. Where's Jackson Merrill at? Why is he not playing center field? Jackson Merrill got put on the bench. What is happening? What is happening with this lineup? Okay, that makes more sense. This is how it should be. Merrill should be starting in center field. Thomas should be in left field. Right field should be Fernando Tatis. I don't know how or why Jackson Merrill got benched and then Christian Walker was playing left field. I have no idea what happened there, but we've changed it now, so hopefully this all works, basically. Hopefully that's all works. But still, I could look to get another left fielder if we absolutely need to. Or maybe just a DH, another DH. Who knows? But we'll continue simulating here because we got home run derby, we got all-star stuff, we got deadline stuff, and we got draft. So we got a lot of stuff to take care of in today's episode. Clay Holmes in a tough spot. He got crushed. That's okay, Clay. We win the next game. We are 10 games up on the Dodgers, which is just, it feels crazy to even say that we're 10 games up on the Dodgers. We actually have a good amount of picks. We don't have a second-round pick this year, probably because of what we did in free agency. We got rid of that pick, but that's okay. We don't need a second-round pick. We're scouting good enough to where we don't need second-rounders. I say that, but I'm going to be struggling in those final rounds to get good players. Reed Detmers gets the shutout. Good news there. Mason Wynn's back healthy. We are losing to the Phillies a bunch of games. That's not good. Yeah, we got 3 out of 4 against the Phillies. Yikes. 3 out of 4 against the Phillies. That's not good. The Dodgers are trying to claw their way back. We cannot have that. And we're losing to the Yankees. Let's get it figured out, boys. But here it is. Here's the draft. Here is the draft. So our first pick is 28. Who is our guy? Who's our main target? I like Benito Casilla. Who's our main target? This guy, Bob Diaz, is the number 2 ranked player in the class. I don't think he makes it there, but I'll put him on the board just in case. Juan Bautista. We'll put him on there. I kind of like him a little bit. What about Garrett O'Connell? O'Connell looks okay. We didn't get him fully scouted. Rob Gutierrez. Could be good, I guess. Pedro Pereira. Looks good, but he's only at 54%. Elias McCarthy. He's got decent power. Sean McCain. Ooh. Okay. Okay, Sean. I see you out here, Sean. Harvey Vila. Oh, looks good. Kinda. He looks okay. He didn't look bad. Cedric O'Malley's got really good contact and good speed. He's not a power guy at all. Not really into that, though. I really want a guy that just pops home runs. Is that really too much to ask? Is that too much to ask? Juan Negron? 6'1", could be solid. Rodrigo Cabrera, David Cameron. I mean, David Cameron's not great. Ray Cortez, Brian Feliciano, Ken Saunders. Ken Saunders has got some. He's got some motion in the ocean. Anthony Dominguez, Anthony Ramo. He could probably be good. He's 6'3" too, so that helps. Leroy Turnwall is okay, not great. Roland Cordova, we don't know enough about him, but he already doesn't look that good with what we know. Archie Deal, 35% looks really good, but there's no way he's actually going to be that good. He's a guy that we take a little bit later and hope that he's actually as good as what it says. Joseph Nelson, no. Emmanuel Nash, good contact, possibly. Chris Madrid. I don't know about some of these guys, man. I don't know. I mean, they look okay, but I don't think we're going to be getting that great of a class this year. Some of these guys look fine, but they don't look like crazy good. We're going to start the draft and see where we fall. We're going to see where we fall. Who knows who's going to be available? What was the name of that guy that was the number 2 ranked prospect? It's Bob Diaz. We got to keep an eye out for Bob Diaz, see if he actually goes number 2, or if he goes in the first round, or if he falls. Derek McMillan, number 1 overall prospect, second baseman. He goes to the Tigers. Good for them. They get a stud, hopefully, for them. And then we've got Rafael Fabregas, the 11th ranked prospect, goes number 2 to the Rockies. Hopefully they know what they're doing. This guy's got a massive beard. And it's Jonathan Lewis, the 6th ranked prospect, goes to the Marlins. Okay. Ooh, so Bob Diaz goes, where did he go? Bob Diaz goes 14 to the Red Sox. I don't know if I would have taken him anyway, but he does go ahead. What other guys got taken on our board? Garrett O'Connell. Ooh, I liked Garrett O'Connell. He looked actually pretty solid. What about, okay, Benito Casilla. Benito Casilla is probably my guy. Benito Casilla was probably my guy that I was going to take. He goes number 7, so there was no chance he was going to make it to us. All right, so a couple of the guys that I was interested in have gone, and now we are up. We are left with Juan Bautista, who I do kind of like. I don't know if I like him in the first round, but he's not going to be there in the third round, so. Elias McCarthy is fine. He could end up being a good player. Sean McCain, I think I like a little bit better than the other guy. He's got good stamina. He's got really good walks per 9 already off the bat. His strikeouts per 9 are good. Is he better than Juan Bautista? Yeah, he probably is. He probably is. I think if we're going to go with anybody, it's going to be Sean McCain. He doesn't have the overall potential that Juan Bautista has. But who knows if Juan Bautista is actually going to be an 87 overall or close to it. We have at least a better shot because it's a little closer, 72 to 84. I think I'm going to go with Sean McCain. He looks about the best option. Harvey Villa also doesn't look bad. But there's no way that Harvey Villa makes it to the third round. None of these guys probably make it to the third round, unfortunately. But I'm going to go Sean McCain. I think he's the best guy available for us. So he's our first round pick this third year. Sean McCain, welcome to the Padres organization. Welcome to the Padres organization. Now, do we have any? No. None of our players that I had on the board are left. That's kind of crazy. So we are now in the third round. We still have some guys that are scouted, but I don't think any of these guys I liked too much. David Cameron, Brian Feliciano looked okay. But again, these guys are not fully scouted, so we don't know if these are actually what they're going to look like or what. This guy's 5'7". Are you kidding me? Emmanuel Nash, he's not even ranked. There's no way that his numbers are actually like that. Chris Madrid, I kind of liked. And then we're back to the top with David Cameron. There's no way that David Cameron's potential is 98. Same with Ray Cortez. I think we have to go with a guy that we know a little bit more about, which is one of these two, 54%, because it's going to be a little bit more accurate. Do we want Anthony Dominguez or do we want Brian Feliciano? The stamina is about the same. The strikeouts, oops, it just took somebody for me. Or did I take, I don't know. It took Brian Feliciano. Did I actually press the button? I might have. I don't know. But we took Brian Feliciano. I think I'm happy with that. Yeah. He's got good possible strikeouts per 9, good pitch break. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm not mad at that. I think I might have pressed the button on accident. Send to the next Padre pick. Cameron, Cordova, Emmanuel Nash. Okay, Emmanuel Nash is still available. I think I'm going to go with him. For the potential, even at 35%, I think I'm going to take him. So Emmanuel Nash is my guy. 19 years old. He's only 5'7". He's a little guy, but hopefully he can be like Jose Altuve. And now the final guy that we have scouted. This is the 5th round. Yes, so we still have one more pick left. We're going to take Rolando Cordova, another starting pitcher prospect at 19 years old. And now we don't have anybody scouted for this final pick. So we're just going to have to take some random flyer and hope we get lucky. But do I ever get lucky? Not really. None of these guys look good at all. I'll take Felipe Marin because he has potential of 99. It's not going to be 99, but he's also 18 years old. That helps out a little bit. And that is the draft. I wonder if we got anybody good. Probably not, if I had to guess. I don't usually have good luck in that. It's the home run derby time. Do we have anybody even available for the home run derby? We do. We have Vladdy with 32 home runs. Jordan has 44. I don't know if we're going to be able to beat him, but you know what? We might as well jump in and see if we can win one with Vladdy. I don't have good luck with the home run derby in my series, but we're going to try it one more time. Okay, here we are. It is time for the home run derby. Yordan Alvarez beats Anthony Santander. Aaron Judge beats Shohei Ohtani. Kind of wild. What a matchup in the first round. Riley Green loses to Bo Bichette, and now we are going up against Willy Adames, who hits 15 home runs. All right, we are in Yankee Stadium for this Year 3 All-Star game, which means we'll have to put the actual All-Star game venue at Yankee Stadium when we jump in, because assuming Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is going to be a participant in said All-Star game. I don't know if he's going to be the starter at first base, but he might be. But I can't focus on that right now. I got to focus on actually hitting a bunch of home runs because I'm hitting a bunch of line drives right now. Come on, Vladdy. Let's figure it out. We got 3 minutes. That's one of the bonus stars that we needed. That's good. 430 close. There we go. Now we're starting to calm down. That's 470. Now we're starting to get the groove going. We're getting that Emperor's New Groove. Oh, that one just barely missed the wall. It's been a kind of crazy home run derby. You got Yordan Alvarez, Aaron Judge, and Shohei Ohtani all in the same one with Vladdy here too. 425. We need to get 15 to tie Willy Adames and 16 to beat him. We've got 2.5 minutes because we earned that bonus time. We need 6 more. Is that going to be a line drive homer? Ah, just barely off the wall. That one should be good. It is 453. We're going to have to use that timeout probably around a minute. We'll use the timeout to get that energy back, but we might not even need it if we can go crazy. We go on a little streak here, a little run. Ah, that's going to be just a fly ball. Yep. Ooh, Oh, mommy. That one's gone. Okay, final one where we won't use the... Actually, I might not even need the home run. I'm going to keep swinging here. We might not need the timeout because we're already one away from getting... Oh, no. Okay, I'm not wasting any time. I know we got the bonus time, but I'm not wasting it. We're going to get that energy going so we can hit these 2 home runs and pass Willy Adames. Luckily, we got a good matchup where Adames didn't hit too many, so we don't have to, like, stress that much. And that should be it. So, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., yes. Vladdy will move on to the next round, beating Adames. We will take on Bo Bichette in round number 2. Judge versus Jordan's kind of crazy, and Jordan beats him. They won a swing off. He won a tiebreaker or something. They both had 17, but Jordan moves on. And Bo Bichette hits 16. Okay, so we got the easy side of the bracket. We don't have to go crazy at all. We have to hit 16 to beat Willy Adames, and now I have to beat 17 to beat Bo Bichette. And I think Vladdy's got that in the bag. At least on paper, he does. You would think that Vladdy could theoretically hit that many home runs. But we have to face the leader in the clubhouse and Jordan in the finals, who has 44 on the season, which is just kind of wild at this point. He could have 60 by the end of the year if he keeps this pace up. Ooh, I'm getting on a little bit of a groove here. We've earned the bonus time already, which is beautiful. Love earning that bonus time as early as possible so we don't have to worry about it. Already at 8. We're halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. Now we got 9. Now we've got 10. And we're still over 2 minutes to go. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is rocking and a-rolling. Whoever's throwing me these balls is actually giving me some reasonable pitches. Sometimes you get guys that just, like, lob them in the worst possible areas, and it's hard for you to hit. But we are cooking. This is probably the best streak I've had in a long time in terms of hitting home runs. We are already up to 14. Now we're up to 15. That was second deck. We haven't even used our timeout yet, and I think that's going to tie it. Oh, it's just missed. That one should tie if it's fair. It is. We've tied at 16, and that's 17. We haven't even used our timeout yet in that round, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. pretty comfortably moves on to the next round. We beat Bo Bichette, and we will take on Jordan Alvarez in the final, and we will hit first. I hate hitting first because that means we have to set the pace. I hate having to set the pace in any round of the Home Run Derby, especially the final. But if we can go on a streak like we did against Bo Bichette in the second round, where we were just hitting baseballs every single time they were going out, then that will quickly raise our number up into, hopefully, uncatchable territory for Jordan. He hasn't really had to struggle that much, though, in the first 2 rounds. He had 17 against Aaron Judge. I don't remember how many he had. I think it was under 20 in the first round. But he's always been the guy going second because he was the number 1 seed. We were the number 2 seed. I was hoping that Jordan would lose, but he doesn't. But we've already got 8. We've earned the bonus time if we need it, which we will because we're going first. We're at 9. Ah, that one's a little short. That one should be 10 for 42. If I can get to like 15 by the end of the time, by the start of bonus time, I think I'd be happy. Maybe like 16 or 17 by the end of the start of bonus time. I think my target number is 18 or 19. I think that'll be good to not allow Jordan to catch. We have the timeout that we can use. It's in our pocket. We have a minute to go plus the bonus time, the 30 seconds of bonus time. We're at 14. That should be 15 if it's deep enough, and it is. That's 15. We still have our timeout. I might use it. I might save it, though. Can that carry out? Please carry out. Oh, it's just short. That one might go. Okay, I'm going to use my timeout here. Oh, come on, Vladdy. We've got 16 home runs with 10 seconds to go in regulation plus the 30 seconds of bonus time. That should be 17, and it is. All right, we've entered bonus time. I would like to hit 18 or 19, but maybe even 20. Come on, Vladdy. That's going to be 19. That's 20. That's a perfect. We're going to get one more swing. Can we hit 21? No, I think that's a line drive. And okay, got out. Perfect. 21. Is that going to be good enough to fend off Yordan Alvarez? We will find out. He needs 22 to win. He's got 4 minutes to do so. He starts with his first swing as a home run. This is going to be fun and nerve-wracking. It's also good that it's the National League versus the American League because you get to see both uniforms. Which they've added in the new uniforms, by the way. I didn't even mention that. They've added in the new uniforms for the All-Star game, which is nice because I was tired. I kept complaining about the old uniforms because I was tired of seeing them. And these ones don't look that great. Actually, they're kind of ugly. But, hey, they're new. So at least it's something new to look at, even if it is ugly. And Yordan's kind of going on a little bit of a cold streak there. He finally gets off and hits another home run, but he had like 4 in a row where he was just grounding them out. He wasted about a good minute just doing that. He's got to hit 22. Come on, Yordan, what are you doing here? Are we going to take home a home run derby crown with Vladimir Guerrero Jr., his first ever year with the Padres? He's going to take home the home run derby? I don't want to get too cocky because knowing me, Yordan's going to go off and hit like 17 home runs in a row. He's up to 6. He doesn't have any of the bonus time yet. He doesn't have any of the stars yet, either one. So we're sitting pretty comfortable. He might not even get one. That'd be really useful. Because just think, if he has like 18 or 19 home runs and he gets those 30 seconds of bonus time and he ties us, oh, that'd be so brutal. He has already battled Aaron Judge in a tiebreaker, so he's got that experience so far in this round or in this derby. He did reach one of the bonus stars, so he needs one more if he wants to get that 30 seconds. But he's only at 11. He needs to hit 10 more just to tie. And he doesn't have any bonus time. He's under 40 seconds now. What is Yordan Alvarez doing? He's selling. He's completely gassed. He is completely and utterly gassed. There is no way he's going to win. I think we've guaranteed it. He is under 16 seconds now. 10 seconds. He needs to get that bonus time. He needs to put all his power in one swing. Is that going to be it? It's not. Yordan Alvarez will fall in utter disappointment, and we have won the home run derby for the first time in a long time. I don't know the last time I've actually held the home run derby crown. It feels good to win one. It feels good to finally win one. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is your home run derby champion. Yes, boy. Let's go. That is beautiful. Absolutely what we needed to have happen. We get the crown. We are the dominant force in baseball. Who's participating in the All-Star game for the Padres? What do we got here? National League, not in Texas. It's going to be in New York, Yankee Stadium. All right, what do we got? We've got Brian Bello makes the All-Star team. Love to see it. Mason Miller makes the All-Star team. Who else? Clase. 3 pitchers have made the All-Star team for the good guys, but no starters. Cal Quantrill is the leader in the clubhouse there. And then in terms of the lineup, obviously Vladdy made it as the starting first baseman. Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? No. We have just Vladimir Guerrero Jr. making the All-Star team in the lineup. That is okay. That's not that bad of a situation to be put in. I don't hate that much. I'm okay with it. I like it. We're cool. We are all good in the hood. The pitching is probably our biggest strength anyway, so it's not that big of a deal that we have more pitchers than hitters. Quantrill will start. Corbin Carroll's leading off. Vladdy's hitting 4th. Let's do this thing. All right, here we go. It is time for some All-Star Game baseball. We are only going to play with our participants, so that means we have to simulate out of all of this stuff and now jump in with Vladimir Guerrero Jr., the home run derby champion here in Season 3. Can he actually hit a home run in the All-Star Game? That'd be pretty awesome. Ooh, swinging over the top of that. That's not a good swing. And looks like Guerrero Jr. does not have a good history against Corbin Burns in his career. But we could change that here. That's got carry to it. Get out of here, baseball. And it will. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Santa Maria. A home run in the All-Star Game. And Vladdy has gotten the job done, representing the Blue Jays. Not the Blue Jays, that's the Legend Series. Representing the Padres. That's the right series we're on. Representing the San Diego Padres. He crushed that cutter. Ran up. Corbin Burns thought he was slick, throwing that cutter high in the zone. That's Vladdy's sweet spot, baby. That is the sweet spot. Show me a replay. Can I get the celly? Can I get a little celly from Vlad? I mean, he crushed that baseball. Oh, we're not going to get it too far, are we? Vladimir Guerrero. I hate that you can't go so far with the replay. Like, give me the whole replay. Let him go around all the bases. Like, why are you limiting me? What's your problem, big boy? Why are you limiting me? But now that we jumped in with Vladimir Guerrero Jr., we got to get out of here. We'll simulate the second inning for Cal Quantrill. It's 3-1. Not looking too good. George Kirby gets subbed in for the American League. Strikeout, fly out, and we will pitching change. We'll bring in Sandy Alcantara. And now we will jump in with good old Vladdy again. At bat number 2. Already has a home run going up against Zach Gallen. Okay, Zach. What you got for me, Zachy boy? Oh, that's going to drop. Drop. Yes, sir. Right in front of the center fielder. And Vladdy's got a 2-for-2 day. He's representing the San Diego Padres really well in this All-Star week. Let's go, baby. He's won the home run derby crown the night before, and now he's got himself a single and a home run. I'd say that's pretty good. Double play, though, for Matt Olson, so that's not good. We'll make a pitching change for Sandy Alcantara, and we will bring in Bobby Miller, and he'll get the job done. And now we've got to keep on simulating here. We're getting close to subbing out the hitters now. Bobby Miller comes in. We will sub out for our guy, Brian Bello, and we will jump in and pitch. Vinny Pasquantino. We are very familiar with the Pasquatch from our Kansas City Royals series on MLB The Show 23. But hopefully we can strike him out here because he's not on our side this time. And this is actually the first time I've ever pitched with Brian Bello. I don't think I even jumped into a game with him after we made the move for him. So I think this might be the first time I've ever pitched with him. As good a time as any. As good a time as any to pitch with Bello. Pasquantino fouls off the slider, so we'll go cutter. This could very well go wrong for me and be a walk. Or it could be a grounder to Frankie Lindor. Bobbles it. Luckily, Pasquatch doesn't have speed, but he's going to get there anyway. Frankie Lindor, what are you doing, big dog? You fumbled the ball at the goal line. That is impressively embarrassing. Man, Francisco Lindor, what a washed-up player, and Yordan Alvarez is angry. He was robbed, he says, of the home run derby crown the night before, and he's showing the world that he's still got the power. And unfortunately, it came at the expense of our Padre pitcher, Brian Bello. American League leads 5-1 over the National League. Good snatch by not Matt Riley, Austin Riley. Corey Seager up next. Come on, Bello. You got this. Don't worry. Just calm down. Hit your spots. Pitch like you're pitching for the Padres. That's a grounder. Vladdy makes the move, but it's foul territory. We'll go with a circle change, and hopefully this works. Here we go. No, he doesn't chase it. How do you not chase that? That was so enticing. How do you not chase that? Juan Soto is having a killer year. That's a swing and a miss. Good pitch on the cutter. Bello does a good job, and now it's Juan Soto. Juan Soto's killing it this year. He's probably leading MVP votes. Soto swings over the top of a sinker. Do I go back to the cutter? It worked on Seager. Does it work on Soto? Cutter inside. Acuna makes the play at the track. He's got it. So Bello gets rocked for a 2-run homer by Yordan Alvarez, but you can't really take that against him too much. I mean, it is Yordan at the end of the day. Okay, so we will start subbing people out with Michael Harris here. We will pinch hit, and we'll bring in probably Shohei. Shohei will go play center field, and he will pinch hit for them. He'll have a line out. Ronald Acuna will get pinch hit for Kyle Tucker. And unfortunately, Vladdy, who had a great day today, he will get subbed out for Bryce Harper. That's a solo homer, making it 5-2. Matt Olson gets pinch hit for Seiya Suzuki. Brian Bella will get changed out for Dustin May on our side of the ball. And we'll pinch hit Austin Riley for Jared Triolo, however you want to say his name. Oops, didn't mean to back out there. Triolo will swing. He'll have an error, reach base on an error. Fairbanks is pitching now for the American League. Zach Geloff gets subbed out for Brandon Rogers. Double play, unfortunate. And Francisco Alvarez will get substituted out for Gabriel Moreno. And he strikes out. Good for him. All right, now it's time to see the good stuff. Mason Miller comes in, another Padre representative. This is the first time I get to use Mason Miller as well. Bottom of the seventh, Nick Gonzalez comes off the bench to relieve somebody. And we'll see if we can strike him out. Come on, Miller. We traded you for a reason. We wanted that speed. We wanted that velocity, that terminal velocity. We wanted to strike people out and put the fear of God into people. When you step on the mound, we want people to be terrified. Mainly because I want to win a World Series with this Padre organization. Nathaniel Lowe, hitting number 2 for the National League. He grounds that, or the American League. He grounds that to third base, and that is going to be the second out. And now it is time for Eloy Jimenez, hitting .294 on the year. Not too bad. Grounder, Triolo, back-to-back plays at third base. Inning over, beautiful outing for Mason Miller. Exactly what I wanted. Couldn't have gone better. We should probably pinch hit Frankie Lindor for Dan's baby Swanson. And he gets out. Corbin Carroll needs to be pinch hit for Ian Happ. He grounds out. Otani, we'll keep him in. He walks. Kyle Tucker gets out. We will bring in, it's the bottom of the 8th. We'll bring in Jose Alvarado. What will happen to him? They're bringing in some pinch hitters too. All right. What can we do? Can we do any damage? Any sort of damage here? David Bednar comes in. Suzuki. Double for Seiya. Triolo grounds out. And that's the end of the game. The American League All-Stars have defeated the National League All-Stars 5-2. Unfortunate, but they were just the better team, especially with that 2-run homer from Yordan. That really changed the game. That really changed the game. But now we've got the draft finished. We've got All-Star Week finished. Now it's down to the trade deadline. That is the last piece of business we have to take care of in this episode. So let's get going. Fernando Tatis sustained a bruised shin, but he should be able to play. Let's start signing draft picks, though. Our number 1 pick, Sean McCain, Brian Feliciano, and Cordova will get all signed. Okay, let's offer contracts. We got 2.6. Hopefully they don't want to be too greedy. We get our first round pick, Sean McCain. Hopefully he's good. Brian Feliciano. We get him to sign as well. Then we got Rolando Cordova. He signs as well. So at least nobody is being picky so far. Emmanuel Nash and Felipe Marin are the only 2 guys we have left, and I can't offer them just yet. Let's keep simulating, and let's keep winning games. I don't like losing baseball games, so let's keep winning. We're at the draft picks, 52% for Emmanuel Nash. We'll offer him that, and he has decided to sign the 5'7", hopefully future Jose Altuve replacement. Or next Jose Altuve, not replacement. He's not on our team. Can we at least win a series? I'm kind of tired of losing games. We can finally offer Felipe Marin, and we will offer him that. And he is first guy to decline. Really, the final pick that we made in the 6th round. And he's the first guy that declines his contract. The gall, the nerve of some people. Ooh, a big trade. Whoa. The Rockies have traded Nolan Jones, the 27-year-old, 89 overall right fielder, to the Brewers for Jefferson Cuero and Eric Brown Jr. That is a big trade. Nolan Jones is a good player. Wow, I'm kind of shocked that they made that trade. That's wild. And Felipe Marin has declined again. He is being very picky with what kind of money he wants, even though he was a 6th round pick. You feel like he shouldn't be that picky, but he is being very picky. I'll go 556. He's finally decided to sign. He's not going to be good at all, but he gets a crazy amount of money. The Dodgers, because of our sloppy play here in the month of July, the Dodgers have pulled back. They were 10 games back. And because of how sloppy we've played, including getting swept by the Yankees, losing 3 of 4 against the Phillies, and now possibly getting swept by the Reds. Yes, getting swept by the Reds. We have let the Yankees back into, we have let the Dodgers back into this, and that is not something you want to say, even in July, because you know how good the Dodgers are. They are a half a game back. Something's got to change. I don't know why we're losing games. Is it because of our rotation? What's the problem? We're putting up runs, but we're also allowing a lot of runs, so it's probably the pitching staff that's the problem. Shane McClanahan is not pitching very well at all, is he? I mean, not really right now. Bieber's killing it like he always does. Castillo's pitching well. Bello made the All-Star team. He's pitching well. And then Detmers is starting to really turn it around. His whip is a little high still, but he's still good. I don't think we need to make any adjustments in the pitch rotation. I like our rotation. And I like our bullpen, too. I mean, Kopech's kind of getting beat up a little bit when he comes in. Matsui's getting shelled a little bit in terms of his ERA. Everybody else is pitching really solidly. Clase's only got 2 saves. Oh, that's Devin Williams. I was going to say, what are we doing there? There we go. Clase's got 28. I don't think the pitcher rotation is the problem. Our lineup is what's cold, it looks like. Everybody here is cold. I don't know what's going on. What do we got to do to change something? Maybe we got to reorder the lineup or something? We got to inject this team with some sort of energy. And I'm not sure how to swap this. How do we fix this? Is there even anything to do? Maybe we just ride it out with what we have? I'm not really sure what to do. Maybe we take away Christian Walker? He is 35 years old. He's not really doing that great this year. And he's only on the decline. Maybe we swap Christian Walker for somebody else? Somebody preferably a little bit younger? Who is that guy going to be, though? That's the question. That is the question. Who is the guy? We could get Pete Alonso. Pete Alonso's starting to heat back up a little bit. But he's also kind of expensive. I don't really want to do that. Bryce Harper. We could get Bryce Harper if we if the Phillies didn't have negative money. What do? I don't know. I feel like I have to do something, though. Something's got to give. Something's got to give. Mountcastle's having a pretty solid year. And he's a free agent after the season, so maybe we go after him in free agency. Yandy Diaz is 34. There's not really a lot of young first basemen, is there? You got Nolan Chanel, however you want to say his name. He's having a pretty decent year. We could toss him. We could get him, trade Walker back to Arizona, and get, or not Arizona, to the Angels, and get Nolan Chanel, and he could back up Vladdy. But then we'd have to find a new DH. I think this might be a good move. So let's toss some old guys that we don't need anymore. Maybe like... We have a lot of deep potential guys, don't we? Maybe like Joshua Mears and this guy Chandler. So we send Christian Walker to the Angels. We bring back a youngster in Nolan Chanel. I think I'm saying that right. Chanel? I don't know how to say his name, honestly. Probably shouldn't get him. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to make that move. But now we need to get a DH. We need to get a DH. I don't know how we get the DH, but we need to get one. Unless we make Chanel the starting first baseman and Vladdy's the DH. I guess that's possible. We could trade Campusano, since he's on our bench anyway. Although he's not playing that bad. In the games, the 25 games that he's played, he's got a home run, 8 RBIs. He's hitting the ball decently well. But maybe we can get a DH somewhere. I don't know who the DH would be. Who do I even like? Who do I think would be a good DH? Rafael Devers is way too expensive. J-Ram's way too expensive and unattainable for what we're trying to give up. Royce Lewis is unattainable. Christopher Montenegro would be interesting, but he's not really a DH type. I need somebody that's strictly just like he hits bombs. That's all he does. That's really the DH I'm looking for. And I don't know if I can find that. Maybe we go Alec Bohm. Alec Bohm would be an interesting DH. He hasn't played much. He's only playing in 64 games. Or not 60. Where am I getting 64 games? He's only played in 47 games. I don't know what I'm talking about. But because they have Alex Bregman playing at third base. So maybe Alec Bohm is our guy. We trade Campusano for Alec Bohm. Salas is already the starting catcher. And we have Samuel Basallo underneath him. So, although I'd probably need to get another catcher just to play in the bigs, because I don't think Basallo is ready to come up yet. How's it good is he doing in AAA? I mean, he played 14 games in the big leagues last year. Samuel Basallo did. He's having a pretty solid year in AAA, but I don't think he's ready to get called up just yet. So we would probably have to trade for somebody like JT Realmuto. Take on that money for half a season. I'd be okay with that. We trade away you, and we trade away Homer Bush Jr., and we can make this deal. So we trade for Alec Bohm. Alec Bohm's really the piece of the deal. We're just getting back JT Realmuto to play backup catcher for half a season until Basallo is ready to come up, or Basallo is ready to come up. So we're going to make that trade. Campusano goes to the Phillies, and we get back Alec Bohm to be our DH. So Bohm will be the DH, and what else do I need to make? I don't need to make any other changes. There we go. Bohm is the DH. Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. He's not really good versus righties, though. His power, at least, is not really good versus righties. His contact's pretty solid, but his power is not great. Do we have somebody that got better power versus righty? I mean, Colt Keith has got better power versus righties. Maybe we swap him as the righty DH? Or maybe it probably should be Riley Langford, actually. You know what? Let's do that. Langford will be the DH versus righties, and Bohm will be the DH versus lefties. Hopefully that change is what we needed. Pena will still start at third base. Pena, because he's really good against lefties. Even though this is against righties. He's going to start at third base. We should probably have Bohm. Nah, Bohm should play against lefties too. He's not good against righties. He's not very good against righties, but at least Pena's a little bit better against righties. So that's how we're going to have it. I think those are the only two trades we're going to make. We need to call somebody down from the big leagues. Because now that JT's here, we have too many players. So Shonel probably needs to go down. Does he have any more spots? He does. He has all his options. Okay, so Chanel or Shonel, however you want to say his name, he's going down to AAA with Xavier Isaac, who's actually having a pretty good year in AAA. Xavier Isaac's about ready to come up. Probably next season, Xavier Isaac gets to come up to the bigs. I would have to say. There's Triantos still down there in AAA. The AAA team's pretty solid. All right. So I think we've got the trade deadline figured out. We made our move for a DH, a new DH, and Alec Bohm. I like the rest of the team. I don't think we need to do anything else. We got a good variation between lefties and righties. We've got good overalls. Salas will develop, I hope. I think this team is pretty good, and our pitch rotation is also pretty good. I think that's going to be the only two moves that we make. Hopefully, those moves are good enough to fend off the Dodgers, but I guess we'll find out. Let's simulate past the deadline. Yuki Matsui is in a tough situation, and we lose that game. Come on, boys. Let's win some baseball games here. We lose. Oh, we got swept by the Cincinnati Reds, who are pretty good this year, but we are better. And the Dodgers have taken us over, and they are 2.5 games up on us now. All right. Well, next season or next episode is going to be pretty crazy because it's going to be game time. The final 2 months of the year, August and September. Can we reclaim our lead over the Dodgers, or will we just continue to fall into obscurity? I hope it's the latter, but we will find out. If you enjoyed this episode, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.